Hello everyone, this is JD. Happy New Year. Welcome to the year 2025. We're keeping that blunder in because that's what humans do. I hope y'all had a good 2024 and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Minimalist Challenge. We are now an adult. Time has slipped by. And now we must confront our destiny head on. Like I said, happy 2025, and I hope 24 was great. And here's hoping that this new year will also be good. And if last year was not good for you, then I hope that this year is different for you. That it is good for you. Yeah. Alright. We got quite a bit of dialogue to go through. We have a lot of stuff to go through before we can go to our first temple. So this video may be longer than the usual as far as in between goes. Also, not too important to note, but I am recording this on the first day of the new year. It is 2:33 in the morning as I'm recording this. And I plan on going to bed as soon as this is over because I am very tired. But I also wanted to have this recorded on this day. I thought it was important. Because I'm weird like that, I suppose. I've always liked this music. It's very mysterious. You know. I think I could just fall asleep to this. Though I wonder if my dreams would be eerie if I were to have this on in the background. Have you had it to where you're listening to something and it has influenced your dreams in one way or another? Or are you a lucid dreamer, and so those things do not matter as much? I'm curious. I'm not entirely sure that different things in the background affects my dreams. I mean, maybe they do. I don't rightly know. But I don't think they do. Well, we now have our light medallion. And we are free to go. We're back in the Temple of Time. Has 7 years really passed? I don't know. No shield link. No crouch stabbing. No R dropping. Hey, Sheik. You been waiting for me? Curious. When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one on a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead, one inside a goddess of the sand. Together the hero of time, the awakened ones, will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world. This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah. But I am curious. I wonder where Impa took Zelda. Like when they were running away. Where was their safe haven? Was it Kakariko? Was it elsewhere? Who knows? We cannot go to the Forest Temple just yet. If only it were that easy. But we need the hook shot. I do understand. There is one thing I want to do at some point, and it may or may not be for a video. I may end up streaming it if I ever go back to streaming. Although, at this point, it is highly unlikely I will ever go back to streaming. Due to reasons. But I would like to play Ocarina of Time in a way where I cannot progress by just memory. Because I could play this game with no text, and I could still beat the game. However, what I want to do is I want to go off of only what the game tells me. So I can't just say, oh, well, after I get my sword and shield, I, go to the Deku Tree, and I do that, and then I go to the castle, and then, stuff like that. I want it to be where I have to read what is being said. You have to read signs, I have to talk to people, stuff like that. And go off of context clues and the lay of the land instead of what I already know, because I already know this stuff. I think that'd be interesting. Maybe not necessarily fun, but it could be interesting. But who knows? Maybe it wouldn't be that interesting. But it's been so long since I have played this game for the very first time, and I can never get that experience back, and I don't even remember it very well. So that would be the closest thing I have to playing it for the first time, all over again. It's just by seeing what people say. Alright, well. Let's get our race on. Dampe! Alright, let's race. Also, I really, really do not like this race in the slightest. Because of the flames. It is so easy to end up running into the fire and to lose time. Hate it. And I understand why it's there. It's more of a guidepost or a signpost than an actual, barrier of sorts. But maybe it's not just a signpost, Maybe it really is there to just stop you. Ah, gosh. But it's okay. We still have time. And there we go. Race done. Alright, give me a hook shot. I was very quick to be able to keep up with you? Ah, I see. Despite the fact I ran headlong into fire twice. That does sound cool. One more thing, be careful on your way back. See, that's a curious thing to say. What does that even mean? Be careful on your way back. I mean, we can't go backwards, can we? And the only way to go is forward. And there's nothing that dangerous going forward. You just move the blocks of time. I don't know. That's another thing. I wonder, are the blocks of time ever, like, mentioned? Or, like, ever talked, like, does Siri, goodness. Okay, Navi does say something. Hey, isn't it the same design that's on the Door of Time? Ah, okay, so that would be the hint. I can't recall... Oh, my goodness. I can't ever recall Navi's hint about that. Because I'm just so used to doing it. Okay. Now, well, we must equip our hook shot, but we need to make our way toward Kokiri Forest. Oh, and we're gonna need to go ahead and get this out of the way. Yep, I've got an Ocarina. A mean kid came here and played a strange song. Wow. Good thing it isn't me. Or wasn't me. Or will be me. There we go. Song of Storms is required. However, Pona's song is not. Sun's song is not. Song of Time is. So is Zelda's Lullaby and Saria's song. So, only 2 songs in this game are optional. Okay. There we go. I wish there was a faster way to get to Kokiri Forest. However... Well... Nah, not really. I mean, it's just... You gotta go on foot. It is what it is. And no Epona makes it slower. But it's okay. Sometimes it's best to just go slow. Take your time. There's no rush. Just enjoy the time you have. Enjoy what you're doing. It's just a game. Something too serious. Nothing to get in a tizzy about. Also, off note, it's funny to me of the timing that Patu has started uploading Mega Man 64. I've had plans for a while to start playing the Legends games, which, if you are not aware, Mega Man 64 on the Nintendo 64 is the 64 port of Mega Man Legends on the PlayStation 1. It got changed to being called Mega Man 64 because that's just the way the naming works on the 64. For some reason, they couldn't just call it Legends. But there are 3 games in the Legends series, if you will. Legends, Legends 2, and the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. But I've had plans to play Legends for a while now, and Patu beat me to the punch by playing Mega Man 64. But, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny. Alright. Let's make our way to Saria. Also, we're a smidgen low on health. But that's okay. Because health is not as readily available as it used to be. Heart? Yeah, there we go. But anyway, just that was funny. I do plan on at some point to play Mega Man Legends. And I hope that when that time comes, it is not looked on as, oh, you just did that. Like, no, it was Patu. And also, it's now like, oh, we're just trying to recycle content. It's like, we're just playing what we won't play. It's okay. It's okay. What are you? Oh, that's a good question. Alright. How about now? Will you let me pass now? Or will you merely pass judgment? And that judgment is, you left. You killed our father figure and you left for 7 years without a word. Alright, bye, Mito. That may be one of the few things I never forget, is how to traverse the Lost Woods. And now I gotta deal with the moblins. I love dealing with the moblins. Love it so much, you know, I'll replay this segment multiple times in this video. I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. That would be agony. And plus that wouldn't work for anyone else who's actually watching this because you can just fast forward. Alright. Alright. Come on. Let's go. There we go. I do like how the moblins only take one hit from the hookshot and die. Alright. Come on. Turn around. There we go. Woo! Alright. Should be turning around. Oops. Did not mean to do that. I hit the control stick a little too far to the left. So let's think about being patient, though. There's no hurry. How? There we go. Thank you for the health. There we go. And out of the water. And we got more moblin to deal with. That's not the big one. Which we are going to leave alone. There we go. I'm not gonna bother killing you. It's a waste of time. I would say welcome home, but home's a little more off-putting than it should be. A little more violent. The flow of time is always cruel. Its speed seems different for each person, but no one can change it. A thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. In order to come back here again, play the Minuetta Forest. The older I get, the truer that statement is. Magic. You've learned the Minimalist Forest. I'll see you again. I hope so. Alright. And with that, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, hope you had a great 2024 and have a happy new year. And I'll see y'all later.